So episode 1 of this season, when I did this, made myself all red. I said if we get loads of likes, I'll do it again, and it was one of the most liked videos of the entire series. So here you go. Just remember, you asked for all this. You asked for it. Hello and welcome back to The Real Deal. Today we have got 2 games for you, Espanyol and Beşiktaş coming up for you. Now since you last here, nothing's happened because we've gone straight on from last episode, which we don't talk about. I refuse to talk about last episode. If you want to know what happened, obviously you can see the scores there, but if you want to know what actually really happened, go and have a watch because it was absolute bull. As it turns out, though, the crucial Champions League game against Beşiktaş is actually only 2 games after the AC Milan game. So we may as well just do that now, along with Espanyol. Espanyol quite important as well because they sit one place above us in the table, but we are on level points. So both of these games, I view, are must-win. We need to win this one against Espanyol to keep up with this top 5. Also make sure Espanyol don't get too far away from us. And also make sure we don't drop down the table at all. And also in terms of Champions League, we need to win today to go ahead of Beşiktaş in the group. Because we're fighting them for 3rd place in the group. We can't get we can't get any Champions League football now. We're out of the Champions League. So we have to fight for 3rd place in the group now if we want to have a chance of getting more European football. So that's the scene. It's pretty big. We're going for it's a bit risky, but we're going to go for a slightly rotated side today. And we're going for more the winger formation. So the back line is pretty similar. Berke, we're going to swap Diaz and Romero around actually, but Berke starts in goal, Kukura left back, Romero and Diaz as the centre backs, and Diouf as the right back. Diaz comes in today because in international break that we have just had, Verba did pick up a little bit of a knock, and I'd rather save him for the next game against Beşiktaş. Toussaint comes back in for his first start for a while after coming back from injury. He's just come back. He won't play the full game, but he's going to get at least a start today to get some match fitness back into him, which is nice. Borja Fernandes and Berdeka start in the centre of midfield. Leonardo Meza on the left-hand side of the attack on the grounds. Luka Adzic did actually pick up an injury in the last game against Real Madrid, and he was out for 2 weeks over international break, like I sort of predicted in the game. So he's just come back, but I want to save him for the game against Beşiktaş, obviously. Orsolini is going to start on the right-hand side, and Abel Ruiz is starting up front for us today as a lone striker. He's not had too many chances recently, and especially not starting. So we want to give him a start today against Espanyol, and hopefully this team is going to do the business. Right, kickoff is upon us today. We are away from home, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage. Espanyol obviously are a decent side as well, level on points with them at the moment. We've got a slightly better goal difference, so I'm not quite sure why we're behind them. Are we? No, we are. Well, I don't know why we've just gone ahead of them, but we have just gone ahead of them, despite us drawing 0-0 and being in the. That doesn't make sense. Either way, though, I'll take it. If we draw, we go ahead of them for some reason. That's fine by me, up to 6th. But I would prefer to get the win today, although they are coming forward now in towards Gerard Moreno, who just can't quite get on target there. But I was pretty sure Diaz wasn't going to keep up with him then. Today actually is a huge episode, as I say, in terms of what's at stake, essentially. Right now, I didn't notice these stats, but we are playing bloody awful as we have 7 shots to 0 shots against us, obviously. Why is that happening? Why have we not had a single shot yet? That's what I want to know. Like, we should be taking the game to Espanyol, basically. But it's clearly not happening right now. Let's go down from attacking to control then. Let's see if we can just control the game a little bit more, perhaps. Another chance now, though, for Espanyol. David Lopez now on the ball out to Ferry, who has a shot from a long way out. It looked like it touched their number 7, who was offside, I think. But Berke makes a save and goes out for the corner. Ferry now puts the corner out towards Amath on the edge of the area, who does manage to not do much with it, which is good for us. Ball is cleared, but again, only as far as Espanyol players. And we've had a shot now. Clearly, it's just not been a good half for us. This is worrying, actually, I've got to say, because I was planning to use this formation in the next game as well against Beşiktaş. But judging by these stats right now, I don't know if that's the best way to go. I'm not having performance out there at all. You're all a bunch of idiots. Now, get out there, show the Oviedo fans that you deserve the shirt, and actually get a shot on target. That'd be nice. Well, we're doing a good job of listening to me right now, aren't they? They still only had the 1 shot, although we have got a highlight right now. Let's watch this before we make any changes. Abel Ruiz sort of crosses it to us. Wow. Okay, well, the first shot on target we've scored, so I'll take that. I will take that all day. I was about to change formation, but maybe I won't right now, although we have been very, very lucky to score that goal and be 1-0 up in this game, I've got to say. Espanyol now with a chance, although good interception from Toussaint there. He needs to come off soon, actually, because he is injured a bit still. Gerard Moreno coming forward now on the ball. His shot was rubbish. Let's go make those changes then. We will take Toussaint off. But, I mean, Leonardo Meza's not played particularly well. Can Orsolini play in the middle? Because I was going to switch to this anyway. Orsolini, can you play there? Maybe a little bit. He is better up front, I've got to say. Actually, Abel Ruiz can be a complete forward on attack. Orsolini likes to be a complete forward on support. We'll have to bring on... Do we bring... I don't want to bring Colonna on. We'll save him for the next game. He had a very good international break for some reason, but just can't seem to do it for Oviedo, which is a bit annoying. Ruiz is going to come on for Toussaint then, I have decided. And then we'll bring Rollheiser on for Meza and swap him and Orsolini around. I think that's perhaps the best thing to do right now. We'll make him a trequartista on attack. Rollheiser. Orsolini can be an attacking midfielder on support, maybe. I mean, he doesn't like it much, but he's going to have to do it. Hopefully, we'll make a few more chances for ourselves like this in this formation. Obviously, we've not done massively well with the wingers. We are 1-0 up, but we've not really done massively well as another chance goes begging for Espanyol there. Birkin out with a goal kick, punts it up towards Rollheiser, who wins the ball in towards Abel Ruiz, and Abel Ruiz nearly scores his first goal for a while at least. We're starting to have a few more shots now with this formation. We're on to 4 shots now, which is still pretty poor. The ball there to Abel Ruiz was also awful, as Espanyol now have a chance to come forward again. Their striker's through, and he's just put it past Berkeley. And when we give them 17 shots, they're bound to score at some point. That's the issue here. We've conceded way too many I don't know what we've really done wrong, if I'm being honest with you. It doesn't really make sense to me why we're playing so poorly. I don't quite know what's happened. But Abel Ruiz wins his header, gets it onto Orsolini. Badeka kind of gets the ball forward, but lost it, I think, essentially. Blanco, the Espanyol keeper now, with a chance to show some distribution. He puts it up towards his striker, but Diaz wins the header, although it does go straight back to their man. And now Diaz out of position. The cross comes in, and Gerard Moreno just puts... He's missed so many chances today, Gerard Moreno. It's reflected in his rating on a 6.1 now. All right, let's say get creative to the boys. Let's get creative out there. Is there anyone we can sort of bring on in these final... Osmanovic, let's bring him on for Abel Ruiz in these last few minutes. We're saving him for the next game. But let's bring him on. He's always a danger when he's on the pitch. Hopefully 10 minutes is enough to get him going. And maybe we should have brought him a little bit earlier. It's made a difference, though. Instantly up to 7 shots. Again, still not good enough, as we look like we're going to lumber towards a draw with Espanyol, which isn't the worst result in the world. We do end up moving ahead of them in the table somehow because of it. But we are still 4 points behind Malaga now as this result stands. Although, is there a chance to come forward now? Their man's just been sent off. Although with 20 seconds left in the game, I honestly don't think it's going to make much of a difference at all. As we take the free kick, Borja Fernandez with the free kick, puts it in the area, cleared. And that is probably going to be that. As the Espanyol players clear their lines, and it's 1-1. I mean, it's not an awful result, but I did want more. I did want more than that. Well, only with 2 days rest before the Beşiktaş game, away from home as well. It's a huge game. It's such a huge game. And England want me again. They want me again. They offered me a contract maybe last season, was it? I think it was last season when they didn't qualify for the World Cup or something like that. So it maybe been just over a year or so since they offered me that last contract. Again, I'm going to say no, because we did it with the Lincoln Loco and it didn't really work out for the best. And I don't want any distractions in this save. I don't want any distractions. I'm Oviedo through and through. I'll tell you what is ridiculous. We've had Badeka on loan for so long now that he's 12 months away from being a homegrown player, which is, I think, he's not even our player. That's the best bit about it. He's been on loan 3 years. If he gets one more, he gets 12 months, another season and a half. He'll be a homegrown player, which I think is amazing. So hopefully we get him on loan next season as well. And then he's an Oviedo homegrown player, not a Bayern Munich one. Right, well, here we are at the Beşiktaş game, and I think we'll stick with this formation, which could be famous last words, but we need to get the big guns back on the pitch. Luka Adzic back on the pitch as an inside forward attack. Also, he can move down to the support role. Hans Osmanovic is going to come back on the pitch for Abel Ruiz as the advance forward. We're going to switch round well, I was going to say all three of the midfielders, but maybe just change two of them. We're going to bring Harbo on for Borja Fernandez, Colono on for Badeka. Colono is going to become that roaming playmaker instead. We'll leave Toussaint on, I think. We'll leave Toussaint on. He's decent. Cucurella can stay. Romero and Diaz will swap over. Diaz will come off. Verba will come on the pitch. Diouf can stay where he is as well. And Berke Urza is good in that goalkeeper position, obviously. I don't think there's any other changes I want to make. So I think we go for today's game like this. And hopefully we're going to get the win that we desperately need against Beşiktaş. Otherwise, if we lose, that's European football over for us. Right then, we kick off away to Beşiktaş. This is a very nervy game. Very nervy game. Now, we could get a draw here today. A draw would still give us a chance of qualifying for Europa League. It just means that we have to rely on Beşiktaş losing to AC Milan, and we have to beat Liverpool, which is unlikely, I've got to say. But Hans Osmanovic, very early on, put the ball across to Luka Adzic. He couldn't score in the 5th minute. Last time we played Beşiktaş, we drew, but we hit the post so many times. We should have won that game, really. So I am kind of thinking that today we're the stronger side and we should be winning this game. Osmanovic wins the ball and is now through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper. Gets it past the keeper just narrowly wide. Had a good opportunity there. That was a good chance. I won't be too cross for him for missing that one, but there's 80 minutes still to go in this game. We can't lose it in the first 10 minutes, obviously, unless we considered 5. That probably would mean we'd lose it. Verba clears the ball there, but Maleg puts it back to Hesse, and Hesse manages to hit the post, rocketed back off the post and goes out of play. So a decent opening exchanges there for a neutral perspective, but I'd like to see us start to dominate. Already, though, a much better showing than the last game in terms of stats and things like that. Already we're doing quite well. Colono's early free kick into the area to Adzic, who is unmarked, who put it on to Hans Osmanovic. And Hans Osmanovic has opened the scoring here at Beşiktaş in Turkey. Or Istanbul, obviously, but Beşiktaş are in Istanbul. I meant the stadium, really. Toussaint wants to come off. Apparently, it's a tight calf. That was a risk playing him, actually, with the injury. So we'll take him off. I don't want to get him injured for too long. Jean Ruiz will come on for him instead early on in this game. Not the way Toussaint will want to leave the field. Hopefully, it's not going to be too bad for him. I'd like to see him back in the side as soon as possible because he's very good. AC Milan are also 1-0 up against Liverpool as well. Although that doesn't really have any implication on us, I've got to say. If anything, that's actually a positive for us, because if AC Milan beat Liverpool, it may give us a better chance of beating Liverpool, perhaps, and it may mean AC Milan are going to be stronger than we think they are, and they'll thrash Beşiktaş. That could also work in our favour if we don't win today. Well, I'm happy with how things are going so far. It's a pretty, well, in terms of possession-wise, it's awful. But in terms of other stats, it's pretty even, I've got to say. We're ahead on the scoreline, which is good. We've just got to continue this into the second half, and if we can just carry on, we're Gucci. Did I actually just say that? We've got a chance now, though, in the 50th minute. Osmanovic tries to go for a chip, by looks of things, from a long way out. The keeper was in the back of his net, basically. So I'm not quite sure what he was going for there. Only 232 have made the trip from Oviedo to Turkey in the total attendance of 40,400. 40,040, sorry. I can read numbers. I'm not an idiot. Do I look like an idiot to you? No, I'm not. I can read numbers. Adzic, though, has got himself injured excellently. Rollheiser can come on. Is he good to come on, or is it Abel Ruiz better on that left hand? Abel Ruiz can play there. Abel Ruiz will start on the left hand side of the pitch then. As whatever his face, Adzic goes off injured. What is it? It's a potential foot injury. That could be anything. Oh, we've hit the crossbar there. That could be, oh my goodness. AC Milan went 3-0 up. Now Liverpool are now 3-2. It's another Istanbul. What I was going to say is, though, foot injury could be anything from like a broken foot to twisted ankle. So quite different levels of severity there. Chance, though, for us from midfield, though, as Habo puts it out towards Abel Ruiz. Doesn't quite get there. Van Beek gets there instead, and the goalkeeper clears it. But only as far as our players, although the header down wasn't the greatest. But there is an interception there. Osmanovic can't win the ball, and again, it's just being passed around the midfield right now, and I feel like there's going to be a goal at the end of this because Hartlett's been going on for a while. Osmanovic is in behind the defence. Whoa, that was very unlucky there. I thought that number 4 was on a yellow card, was about to foul him as well to win a penalty, and then he's going to get sent off himself. But Colono with the free kick, corner rather, puts it in. Was collected by our number 4, but in the end just punted out of play by Beşiktaş. Let's make one more change to this game then. Cucurella is looking tired on the left-hand side. We'll need to give a little bit more pace. Not Diaz. Diego Gonzalez is going to come on that left-hand side instead. That's the final change we'll make. Liverpool now 3-3 with AC Milan. This genuinely is Istanbul in that game. I wish I was there. Right. I mean, we're in Istanbul. They're playing basically the same result as Istanbul. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any connection. I don't know. I'm trying to make some tenuous link there, but it's not really working. In the meantime, though, we do have a chance. Verba plays it up towards Abel Ruiz, who can get the ball out towards Diego Gonzalez, who puts it into Colono, but Colono, again, just not performing today. It was a bad pass, I've got to say. And here come Beşiktaş. That's not good. That is not good. Right. Well, push forward, please. Let's go overload. Let's go, please, fluid. There we go. We've got 5 minutes now to score a goal. Colono's free kick into the area, cleared. But only as far as... I thought number 13 was about to get it for them then. But Gino Ruiz does get there first. Diego Gonzalez into Colono. Orsolini to Abel Ruiz. He should have controlled that first. Taken a little touch forward. Maybe got it across to old Hans Osmanovic. Not another 1-1 draw. Please, lads. Please, come on. We're better than this. Okay, highlight. Burke. Rubbish. Absolutely awful. We do retain possession though as Orsolini wins the header. Although Colono again, he's not 4.5-star current ability. He's been woeful since coming here, I've got to say. He seems to turn it on for Argentina, but doesn't seem to do much when he comes to us, which is a bit annoying. Orsolini, Colono. Okay, that was a beautiful ball, Colono. This is the time for your first assist. Unfortunately, Hans Osmanovic isn't very good in one-on-one situations, I've got to say. Really not that good. Colono's can't beat the first man with his corner, and it goes out for a throw-in. I don't know why he didn't keep it in himself, which is a little bit weird, but we have got the throw-in now. Diego Gonzalez, yep. As thing is pretty standard in Football Manager, you just throw it straight to the opposition. But we've got a chance. Colono out to Diouf, whip across in. Well, it's a draw. The only way we've got European football now is if AC Milan beat Beşiktaş and we beat Liverpool, which isn't going to happen. Adzic out with a bruised ankle 1 to 2 days. Toussaint's out for a day with a calf injury. We've got £500,000 for a draw. Right, when's the Liverpool game then? Down there. We'll do Liverpool and Bilbao. Bilbao pretty decent. Tenerife all the way down. Maybe do Tenerife so you can see us actually get a win, because we've not won in 5 now, which is poor. But we'll do Liverpool and Bilbao next episode, and hope for the best. Well, thank you very much for watching today's episode. It's been a bit lackluster in terms of results, but I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. If you have done, make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for more this, looking like an idiot. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Hopefully we'll do a lot better, because I can't really do much worse.